स्टार्ट।
एवरीवन, आज हम जाएंगे सोलर सिस्टम में और हमको प्लैनेट दिखेंगे और स्टार्स और ब्लैक होल्स। अगर आप जल्दी लाइक करें और सब्सक्राइब करें।
Sun. It takes sunlight an average of 8 minutes to reach the Earth. The Sun is one of the 100 billion stars of our Milky Way Galaxy. In 8 billion years, the Sun will bloat up to 256 times its current size, and it will expand to consume the Earth's orbit. Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system. It is also the closest to the Sun. Mercury has no atmosphere. Most of the craters on Mercury were named after famous writers and artists. Venus. Venus is the third brightest object in the night sky, seen from Earth after the Sun and Moon. As Venus rotates very slowly on its axis, a day on Venus is longer than the whole year. In mythology, Venus was the Roman goddess of love and beauty. For a long time, people believed that the Earth was flat and rested on 3 elephants who stood on a turtle who swam in an ocean. The Earth has an invisible shield, the magnetic field, that protects us from dangerous cosmic radiation. The highest point of our planet is Everest, and the lowest is the Mariana Trench. Moon. The moon's gravitational force pulls on water in the ocean. The moon is the only celestial body other than Earth on which humans have currently set foot. The moon is always showing the same face to us. The planet is named after the god of war, Mars. The names of its moons are translated from ancient Greek as horror and fear. During the Martian winter, almost 20% of the atmosphere on Mars is frozen. The northern hemisphere is sleek and plain, and the southern is cut with craters. Jupiter. Thanks to the huge size, Jupiter can be seen without a telescope. Jupiter makes strange noises, or so-called electromagnetic voices. Jupiter is 2.5 times more massive than all of the other planets in our solar system combined. Saturn. There is a gigantic cloud hexagon on the northern pole of Saturn. The biggest moon of Saturn is Titan. It's the only moon in the solar system that has atmosphere. The Saturn rings are mostly made of ice particles. Uranus. Uranus spins on its side. Uranus is an extremely cold planet. Because of the tremendous planetary pressure of Uranus, there could possibly be trillions of large diamonds in or on the surface of this planet. Neptune. Neptune is the farthest planet from the Earth. In Neptune's atmosphere, there is a large white cloud that moves around rather quickly. The scooting of this cloud around the atmosphere has led it to be named Scooter. Neptune is a very windy place. Hubble. In 15 years of working in space, Hubble has taken over 1 million pictures. With Hubble's help, we've learned that most of the stars in our galaxy are forming planets. Hubble was launched in 1990 and has been working on its orbit for over 20 years. Some comets have tails. In fact, one comet has 6 tails. Comets originate in the Oort cloud, which is situated far beyond the borders of the solar system. Scientists believe that dinosaurs that lived 65 million years ago became extinct due to the collision of the Earth with a comet. The temperature of the star influences its color, so hot stars look blue, whereas cold stars look red. Every year, our Milky Way Galaxy gives birth to 5 new stars. Half of the stars in our galaxy are double. This means that 2 stars are so close that from a distance they look like one. Arcturus. Arcturus is the brightest star in the northern celestial hemisphere. Arcturus is the first star that was seen during the daylight through a telescope. The name of the star derives from ancient Greek Arcturos and means guardian of the bear. Deneb. Deneb is one of the biggest and most powerful stars known to scientists. If Deneb was in place of Sirius, it would shine brighter than the moon. Deneb is from an Arabic word meaning tail. It represents the tail of Cygnus, the swan. Deneb. POLLUX. POLLUX. POLLUX is an orange giant that shines as 32 suns. POLLUX is the brightest star in the Gemini constellation and symbolizes one of the two brothers. In 2006, we discovered a planet orbiting POLLUX. POLARIS. POLARIS is a giant star that points to the north and is almost motionless on the night sky. POLARIS has become brighter in the past 100 years. In 1200 years, the title of pole star will go to ARIES. The International Space Station. The International Space Station is the size of a football field. The International Space Station has 2 bathrooms, a gym, and more room than a 6-bedroom house. The International Space Station has been visited by astronauts and cosmonauts from 15 different nations. Cygnus X1. For the star to become a black hole at the end of its life, it should be 3 times larger than the Sun. At the center of our Milky Way Galaxy, there is a supermassive black hole that is 1,000,000 times heavier than the Sun. Some black holes rotate at the speed of 1,000 revolutions per second. Zodiacal constellations are the 12 constellations that the Sun passes through during the year. Of the 88 celestial constellations, 47 were known to ancient people. There is no place on Earth where you could view all the constellations at once. Cygnus. Ursa Major. Ursa Major is the 3rd biggest constellation. Its 7 bright stars make the Big Dipper. At the handle's bent, there is a star called Mizar, and next to it, Alcor. In ancient times, people used to check their eyesight with this star. The Big Dipper and Polaris are on the flag of Alaska. Orion. The meteor shower Orionids appears twice a year in this constellation. If you draw a straight line through Orion's belt, you will see Aldebaran in the west and Sirius in the east. The legend says that Orion was bitten by a scorpion, and after death, he came to the sky. Canis Minor. Lepus. Gemini. This constellation was named after 2 brave brothers, POLLUX and Castor. These are the names of the 2 brightest stars in the constellation. In 2001, we sent a radio message from humanity to extraterrestrial civilizations to one of the stars that looked like the Sun. Gemini is one of the few constellations that actually looks like the figure it represents. Uranus. Aries. Aries is named after a brave ram that saved Phrix and Gela from Eno's evil plans. Aries doesn't represent the ram to every culture. The Chinese see the constellation as twin inspectors, and it's a porpoise in the Marshall Islands. Isn't that fun? The legend says that the ram's fleece was made of gold. Mars. Uranus. Taurus. In legends, Taurus is Zeus, who turned into a bull to steal the beautiful Europa. Taurus is home to 2 bright star clusters, Hyades and Pleiades. both visible with the naked eye. Another legend says that Hercules tamed the bull in one of his labors. Lynx. Puppis. Musca. Alpha Centauri. Alpha Centauri is the closest star system to our solar system. We see Alpha Centauri as one bright star, but in reality, they are 3 stars seen from Earth as a whole. In the movie Transformers, the planet Cybertron is in the Alpha Centauri system. Lupus. Scorpius. Alpha Centauri is the closest star system to our solar system. We see Alpha Centauri as one bright star, but in reality, they are 3 stars seen from Earth as a whole. In the movie Transformers, the planet Cybertron is in the Alpha Centauri system. Boötes. Boötes is a herdsman who watches over 7 bulls, the 7 stars of the Big Dipper. The main star of this constellation, Arcturus, is 110 times brighter than the Sun. The Boötes constellation has many double stars, which are a favorite target for observation by many amateur astronomers. Coma Berenices. Cancer. The legend says that a giant crab attacked Hercules while he was fighting Hydra. Cancer is the dimmest of the 13 constellations of the zodiac. Cancer's most famous Messier object is M44, also known as the Beehive Cluster, which is a small star cluster that resembles a swarm of bees. Camelopardalis. Cassiopeia. According to one of the legends, Cassiopeia was tied to a chair for her vanity, destined to spin around the North Pole. In myths, Cassiopeia is Andromeda's mother. The constellation looks like an M or a W, depending on how you look at it. Cygnus X1. Cygnus. Cygnus is one of the most recognizable constellations. Its other name is Southern Cross. The main star is called Deneb. It's one of the biggest and brightest stars. Cygnus has bright stars, meteor showers, and even a hiding black hole called Cygnus X1. Deneb. Capella. Capella. Capella is not actually one, but two stars, which are very close. Capella means a goat. 200,000 years ago, Capella was the brightest star in the sky. CETUS. CETUS was the sea monster sent by Poseidon, the sea god, to eat Andromeda, who had been chained to a rock, but Perseus saved her. CETUS has stars that can become 100 times brighter in 20 seconds. In the sky, CETUS is surrounded by other wet constellations, Aquarius, Pisces, and the river Eridanus. Grus. Dorado. Hydrus. Musca. Lupus. Centaurus. According to the legend, Centaurus is an immortal and wise centaurus called Chiron, who is an expert in science and arts. The closest star to Earth, Proxima Centaurus, is in this constellation. The coldest place in the universe, the Boomerang Nebula, is in this constellation. Musca. Pyxis. Canis Major. Canis Major is an ancient constellation of bright stars headed by Sirius. It really does look like a dog. In Greek myths, the big dog is a loyal friend to Orion. Although Canis Major is a small constellation, it's easy to find because it has many bright stars. Lepus. Monoceros. Sun. Venus. Leo. In ancient Egypt, during the drought in March and April, hungry lions came out at night and roared. At that time, this constellation appeared in the sky. In Greek myths, Leo is a monstrous Nemean lion that could only be defeated by Hercules. Leo has meteor showers. One of them scored 145,000 meteors an hour. Mercury. Virgo. Virgo is named after the goddess of the harvest, Demeter. According to the legend, as long as it's in the sky, life is blooming, and when it goes away, life stops. Virgo is the second biggest constellation in the sky. The main star of the constellation, Spica, is above all others on the flag of Brazil. Hydra. Sun. Ursa Major. Sun. Corona Australis. Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the Centaurus Chiron, who is trying to kill Scorpius to save Orion. The most beautiful part of the Milky Way is in this constellation. Our galaxy is called the Milky Way. Its center is in Sagittarius, and we rotate around it once in 200 million years. Saturn. 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 Aquarius. Aquarius is best seen in the fall, when rainy days come. Aquarius has the closest nebula to us, Helix. You can even see it with binoculars. If the boy were to really spill water in space, it would boil and evaporate immediately. Saturn. 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 Andromeda is so sad because, as the legend says, she was chained to a rock to be eaten by a sea monster. She didn't know that Perseus was going to save her. At the center of the constellation, there is a galaxy with the same name, and it has 300 billion stars. The meteor showers that appear to originate in this constellation are called Andromedids, and they occur in November.